Hello there, everyone. Welcome. I'm your sleepy time host, Jelxys, and welcome to my first episode of the Midnight Crunch. Today we're going to be going over really anything I want. Midnight Crunch is a video where I actually, well, not really a video, it's probably going to be a podcast. A series of videos that I do late at night during the crunch hour for most people who are in college. So, I just got done filming a podcast for a class of mine where I went over The Shining. I think it's pretty good. It's not bad. You know what? I'm just gonna play it right now. See what you guys think. It's pretty good. Oh wait, you guys can't hear it. How about now? Why isn't it showing up? When my class was asked to do this project, I already knew my answer. The best movie ever has to be The Shining.
Here's Johnny.
Here is why. The Shining's aesthetics can be... Alright, you really get the picture. It's pretty good. I might post it if my teacher likes it or whatever. If not, whatever. So, during this midnight crunch, I've been writing a lot of fucking papers, and I mean, a lot. So one of the biggest things that we're working on is my English. I have to write a lot of papers for that. So that's what I've been focusing on. But I'm finally trying to get back into making more YouTube videos, which is finally something that I'm going to be able to do. Hopefully, if things go by well enough. So if you guys don't know this, I fucking love podcasts. They're literally what I live for. And recently, I've been binging a whole bunch of different ones. Sorry for hitting the mic stand. I need to get a better mic stand. But until then, you're gonna have to deal with it. Currently, I actually made a whole bunch of playlists. There's a couple of playlists. So there's the Snark Tank podcast. It's pretty good. I like the Snark Tank. The Gus and Eddie podcast, also pretty good. The Cold One podcasts are also pretty good. Snark Tank. Actually never. Shut up. No, Snark Tank was not. Shut the fuck up. So Snark Tank was not updated. Stop my fucking god. Alright, I'm muting the fucking audio to this, just so you guys can hear. Snark Tank's pretty good. It's like by Chris Raygun. And then the first episode was also with another person called Psycho Pebbles, which he also has a podcast that I really suggest watching too. It's pretty good. Jesus, that is pretty loud. No, I've been keeping all these podcasts up to date, really. Which, I really like just watching podcasts, so that's why I really want to get into more. I'm trying to get more people to attend mine, but it's just hard to find people with the same time that I have. Well, not the same time, really the same schedules that we can work around. You know what? Let's do a little segment during, oh god, what I'm calling this? the midnight crunch. I think that's what I'm calling it. Because currently it's 12:48 a.m. Okay. Drake and Kanye isn't trending on Twitter. So Drake, if anything happens to me or anyone from my family, you are the first to suspect, so cut the rough, tough talk. Drake, I'm not going to physically fight you like MTV boxing. There'd never be a Drake without Kanye West, so never come out of your mouth with a threat. Oh my god, I hate you guys. I hate this. I hate this type of fucking drama. It looks stupid. It's just thing fun around there. Ariana Grande drags people. And I'm like, I don't really give a shit what Ariana Grande thinks. So, another thing in the news, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I'm probably not going to be able to see it till like a week from now, but it looks fucking amazing. People are saying it looks really, really fucking good. From all the reviews I'm seeing so far, people are fucking booling about it, which, you know, only adds to my excitement to go see it. Oh, and just so you guys do know, I usually, when it comes to where I post and what I do, I'm usually posting on twitch.tv/Jelxys. I know that's a huge fucking meme now. Like, between all of my friends, it's all just a ginormous meme. But, you know, because I say it so much. But that's because you kind of have to say it, but whatever. Yeah, but Twitch is a fun place that, sadly, it's getting a little bit heavier to try to get into, which is kind of sad, but I'm still dealing with it. It's pretty good. It's not bad. And the Spider-Verse looks pretty cool. I suggest checking that out. Until I get fuck it. I'm gonna finally do a fucking movie review. Even if it's just in podcast form, I'm gonna fucking do it. Why not? Hashtag imagine. What is this? What the hell is imagine? Okay, it looks... Okay, it's more just drama? Or is it about Ariana Grande still? I don't give a shit about Ariana Grande. I'm sure she's smart. I don't want to create beef with other people. I'm sure she's smart. So yeah. I'm fucking... Oh, yeah, let's talk about games I've been playing. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. You know, the game that every single person with a Switch is literally just not breathing next to. When I mean not breathing next to, I mean we're physically not leaving our Switches. We are constantly not moving. We shall skip finals even just to play Smash Ultimate. I legit had a friend did that, by the way. Yeah, finals have been good. I feel like I should have been worked a little harder this year, which I'm definitely gonna put in more effort into literally everything. That, yeah, for anybody going to college, here's my thing so far with college is that I really, really... It's hard for me to suggest it right now to other people in the same field as me. Because it's, first off, so competitive. And also, the teachers aren't teaching you things you need. Like, I was taught a lot of shit in I was taught a lot of shit when it comes to actual, like, you know, the rules of thirds in camera, 180-degree rule. When it comes to college, you know, it's only half a year that they get to hang out with you and tell you everything, right? And then when it comes back down to you trying to learn it all between that half a year, and then pushing it onto what you know, it just doesn't feel like enough time. That's why I feel like if you're ever watching this and you're like in middle school, high school, I really, really, really suggest you take programs that, or even stay after school for like AV clubs if you want to get into editing or anything else. You really have to take technical programs. Like, I went to this program called BOCES. My parents used to make fun of me because it used to be called BOTech or something, which only the hards they said would go to, but it helps. Even though the teacher, when I got there, little fun fact, teacher told me when I got there, "Hey Jared, you probably know a little bit more than me when it comes to editing in both Premiere and After Effects." He did teach me a few little tips and tricks, but nothing too heavily that I didn't know. I picked up my editing software, CS5, I think it was one of the CSs, when I was 8 years old. And then I kept looking at videos upon videos, and I kept editing things, and I never posted those videos, but I always would edit. So, when it comes the days that I wish I would get it back, some of those days are the ones that I just spent all summer long sitting inside and doing nothing but editing. Because I really wish I could just, you know, go back and, like, you know, go back for a run, because I used to run a lot and now I don't. But when I look at my skills I have now with editing, I kind of don't regret it as much, because I have a skill that not a lot of people, first off, know how to do. Second off, people don't want to spend the time to do. People view editing as very tedious, which, even to me, I know I say I love editing a lot, it is very tedious, and I really have to be passionate about a project before I just fully just jump right into it and just fucking start editing. One of the passion projects I had for a while when I was very sick was my YouTube Red show I did. Well, not YouTube Red, the YouTube Red review I did of Good Game. It wasn't my best, it wasn't my worst, but it definitely had some good edits, and I wish I put more time into it, but I just couldn't because I was way too sick. If you guys want to watch that, it's on my channel. You guys can pick it up. So yeah, when it comes to editing, it's just a very strenuous process, and I suggest, actually, if anybody here who's actually watching this podcast, the midnight crunch time, or midnight crunch, fuck, I'm already messing up the name. If you guys really want tips and tricks, either A, for college, or B, for editing, either audio or video, or just like have questions about anything, put them down below, and maybe if you guys ask enough questions and really just want help, I'll actually make a video series teaching the basics of editing. Because there is a lot to it. Oh, I just got a message from my friend, Coca-Cola Brazil. It's polar bear stabbing. That's a good way to ruin my day. Yeah. Oh, do you know what's also good about college? Now, I'm gonna say some shit. I'm gonna say a lot of shit right now. Be prepared when you go to college. Be very prepared. Please excuse my language between the next couple minutes. But when it comes to college, be very prepared to have, like, if you have... Alright, I'm gonna put this on the table now. I am a virgin. I'm still 18. I'm a virgin. Okay, fuck you guys. I'm just gonna say that now. And I haven't had many girlfriends. When you get to college, there is going to be a lot of people, you know, going person to person with sensual dates. You know, get past that algorithm, Jared. Get past that algorithm. No age restriction. Oh boy. But you will find even your friends that, you know, usually you don't imagine doing a lot of that. Now going person to person, you'll find that maybe sometimes yourself, the people that you think of friends can turn into more than that. Which, don't go full hog wild into this type of thing, because, you know, remember, college is still college. It's almost like you guys are still high schoolers. It's basically just a bigger high school with less boundaries. And you're gonna find your right friend group. I really suggest joining clubs. Club is a very helpful strategy for me. It helped me get past my things, and then always keeping a positive energy about it. I joined this club called Duchess Media Radio Group, and I fucking never could regret it. They had some of the best people I could ever ask for in that club. Like, even some, like, they reach out, they're super helpful, they invite you to shit. Like, DSMG is some of the best people I've ever got to hang out with me. And I really suggest you guys find clubs that also reach out to you. Now, do be wary. I made this mistake. Alright, so I'm not sure if this goes for most colleges, but for my college, when I went to, I currently go to Dutchess Community College. What I suggest for people who are going to college, make sure, get some information, like look it up, or see if there's any blogs out there, people who have information. Or even if they're, like, to speak to alumni if you know some and or other things, because know where to sit is my question. You don't want to end up first day going to the cringiest, not cringy. Cringy is a word that has lost all meaning thanks to freaking internet. Don't end up sitting in a lounge that is going to hurt people's perception of you. Find, like, you know, an equal place to sit, so when people look at you, they're like, oh, that's cool. There used to be this lounge that I'm going to call, this is not the real name of it. If you guys know the college and you already know the name of it, I'm going to call it the Fitz Lounge. Because this is what I used to call it all the time, because I didn't know the real name, but I only heard it slightly. The Fitz Lounge is full of people who have... Many of the people in there have many problems with themselves, which I suggest that they find, you know, they're definitely trying to get help. But it's also, No, I'm gonna get back later. I'm just, when you find these rooms, you don't want to be sitting in the rooms that make you look like the, worst person. Also, always clean yourself up, take a shower, just hygiene. It's really not the hardest thing in the world, but like, you won't believe how many people forget hygiene is a fucking thing. Like, seriously, I'm not even joking. If you have hygiene, good fucking job. You're already 50%, you're 70% better than most people at college. Now, I'm also a fucking villain when it comes to hygiene sometimes. I keep my hygiene up to date most of the time. I fucking wash my hair. I made sure I wash my hair and brush my teeth fucking every day. Brush my teeth at least one time a day. Today, I did it 2 times. Actually, no, today I did it 3 times because I ate lunch today. Also, if you go to school like me and you still live at home, pack a lunch, because it's cheaper than what the school is serving. That also helps. Alright, let's talk about some other news. Blizzard announced that it's gonna cut all esports events for 2019, including one largest coagulate. I don't know how to spell esports tournaments in US, Heroes of the Dorm. Oof. I am so sorry for people who play that game professionally. Yeah, Heroes of the Storm is a pretty good game. I like it, at least. A lot of people don't like it for some reason. I understand your pain, but anytime I say, oh yeah, I like it, I don't want you guys harassing me, saying you're the worst game ever, shut the fuck up. Listen, bro. I'm just trying to play my games. It's I feel like people really just want to fight people sometimes, just for random shit. Let's see, what else can we talk about on this? Well, I'll have more. I literally just started this without thinking of anything. I'll have more topics to talk about in the future. Also, don't send out nudes. Nudes are bad. Don't send them out. I have a whole bunch of joke pictures where I'm basically naked. I can't believe I'm saying this on air, but basically I have a whole bunch of pictures where I'm basically naked with black bars over all the sensitive spots. Now, let me just say, this was to a private group, and this private group were a group of friends, and they were all okay with it, and it was for a joke with a whole bunch of other people, and they laughed at it, so it's fine. But do not go sending nudes just to random people that you've met and they're asking for, or anything like that. Just don't do it. It's not that hard. Just be smart. Actually, I'm gonna elaborate more. I know I said this this is Scatterbrain podcast, basically. I'm looking through Twitter for suggestions on what should I talk about too. So basically, that's all I've been doing. One of the podcasts that I really wanted to talk about was Cold Ones. It's a podcast by Anything for Views. First episode, I gotta admit, I really didn't like it. I really didn't. I listened to the whole thing. I think there was a lot of issues with the first one. I think the editing on the video was pretty good. I just wish they edited the full thing in the first one. I think episode 2, when I watched it all the way through, even with just audio, that was really fucking good. I liked it. Episode 2 is much better, and that's exactly what I suggest their things to go through. Now, if you guys are thinking, oh, you're only liking this podcast, and people have claimed this about me before, you're only like that podcast because the second episode, because it's fully edited. No, it's got video. No. Let me back you up here. I also listen to the Super Mega podcast, which is no video. I literally listen to that all the fucking time. Super Mega podcast, I fucking love it. They want literally anything Super Mega is what I aspire to fucking be. Cause like the Super Mega are the people, not Super Mega. Before Super Mega was Super Mega, Syndigo were the people that I aspired to be. And then when sadly one of them took their own life, you know, to stay on this, but I've never cried for a online person before the Syndigo thing when he took his own life. But I was going through all their videos. I wanted to be just like them while editing. I didn't ever post any of the ones I tried copying of their edits because they were really bad. But I practiced and I practiced. I could probably pull off some of their edits now that I am better. But I really do miss the days of the Syndigo podcast. That was a really good one. Super Mega Podcast and everything they do now is also just as good. Their editing are top notch. Really, I just want to end up one day like working like how they are basically. Because what they do is exactly what I want to do, which is edit for people and edit my own shit. I want to edit for other people, get paid for that, and then put that into my own shit. They edit for the Game Grumps, and then they put their own thing, they put their own money and own editing back into their own shit. How do they do it? Like, how do they have any fucking time? Because, like, I feel like if you're editing for the Game Grump and then editing for your own shit, also doing a podcast, like, how? You bastards are mad lads. I hope you know this. Man, Super Mega are fucking amazing. Oh, another depressing news. One of my heroes died. One of my very, very big inspirations, Steven Hillenburg. He was the creator of SpongeBob. And SpongeBob literally shaped my childhood. Let me just talk about like SpongeBob as a character. SpongeBob was the character that like not a lot of people liked, which I already could relate to when I was younger. But then he always tried to look on the brighter side. And I guess that is kind of how I relate to him. Because all through my life, I was called two things. One thing I was called a bear, because I'm of bigger stature than most people. Now, before I was fat, I was also called bear because I was just bigger. And now that I'm basically fat, I'm also called bear because I am way bigger than people. And then I was called cartoony for most of my life. Some people at my job called me it. It's just because my life seems to always be living like a cartoon where like always the worst possible shit happens. And you know what? I'd rather my life be this way than any other way. Because this is what I enjoy. This is what I strive for. Is to always have something new and exciting happen. Then have nothing happen. How this relates back to SpongeBob as a character. I always looked up to SpongeBob when I was little, but like in the newer seasons they made him dumber and dumber. And I think the pinnacle of what SpongeBob you wanted to be was the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. He was trying to prove to literally everyone that he could be an adult. Even though he wasn't fully an adult, he still had tendencies of a child. He still proved that he could roll with the best. And that's why I love the SpongeBob movie. That's why I love SpongeBob. It's because it proves that even though you don't have everything an adult has, you can still be an adult. You can still be on the same level. I've always wanted to be a voice actor. I've always said this. I can do very high-pitched voices. I can do different types of voices. I've been trying for different ones all the time. Tom Kenny is literally the person I strive to be besides Super Mega. Tom Kenny is just a god among men when it comes to voice acting. Besides him and Nolan North. Nolan North literally just takes every other fucking job, though. Tom Kenny's probably the king of cartoons when it comes to voice acting. There's probably people who voice acted more, but like, it's just Tom Kenny's been in fucking everything I've ever loved. And I always like tried to emulate SpongeBob's voice, doing stupid voices like, "Hey there, everyone." Like, me and my brother would go back and forth with this little thing. Like, "Hey, Ethan, how are you?" You know, shit like that. It was just funny. But then so Steven Hillenburg crafted these shows in the movie that basically shaped me. And when I finally read that he died at a very young age, do I mind you, it kind of rocked me a little. Now, I didn't really cry because I didn't know him. I just know that the legacy he left behind is much bigger than many people expect. I just hope that people really look towards and get the messages that the old seasons left instead of the new seasons, where it's like okay to be stupid in the new fucking seasons, which I really don't like. But you know, whatever. You know what? Let's talk about something else for a little. Let's talk about Philip DeFranco. He's a guy who I used to watch all the time, but then like he kind of started drifting, I feel, between now he's just like super cringeworthy and he's kind of like super cringeworthy. A lot of his thumbnails are almost the exact same with different poses. And how he handled the fucking BetterHelp fucking situation was atrocious. He literally made a whole video saying how Better Life, literally, it was like, Better Life is good. We talked to them. They even flew me out to their headquarters and I had a talk with their management. But, you know what? We can't hold ties with them any longer. So we are officially no longer supporting BetterHelp. And I'm like, so you're saying that they're good, but then you're also like, we're cutting all ties. Sometimes, people. Sometimes. Philip, I'm sorry. I used to like your shit, but I could get your news everywhere else. Now let's look at a couple. Ooh. Oh god. Why is Fortnite the topic suggested when I have not even watched a fucking... Oh, that's a podcast I should get into. The official podcast. It just popped up for me. I don't think I've watched. I think I only watched the Notch episode, and I don't think I liked that one. The official podcast is I think hosted. I think the official podcast is hosted it's definitely hosted by Penguin Zero, which is also, I don't know how to say this fucking real shit, but it's really, I like one of his episodes. It's weird. Off. I don't know what that was. It was just a picture of a lady in a bikini. It said safe search. I don't know. YouTube is fucking weird when it comes to that. We Don't Suck. Oh, that's another podcast I gotta catch up on. Dude, there's so many podcasts I'm finding on my podcast. I talk about podcasts a lot, if you guys can't tell, because I love them. It's just how I be. We Don't Suck is by two hip-hop music producers. I believe one is Kill Bill and one is Rav. Rav makes fucking fire beats. Kill Bill songs are fucking amazing. I really also, speaking of different people, Nakey Jakey, his fucking songs Moby Dick in South Dakota, really fucking good. I really like Moby Dick better than South Dakota though. That's just a personal preference though. And then I get like, I'm not gonna say what happened, but I was watching Porter Robinson, and some people that I know that are friends were like, oh my god, you're listening to Porter Robinson? I haven't heard him forever. It's because like apparently somebody who was in higher command at the school always used to listen to that, and that person was dicks to the rest of the people. And so I was like, okay, I'm just not gonna listen to Porter Robinson anymore, because apparently that just, you guys get triggered by that so easily. So yeah, people, you know, but when a past happened and people were like, oh man, these people really hurt me and this is what they like, so that means it can't be good. So that means we need to get rid of that. It starts sending a really bad message. But, you know, what can you do? Another thing I'm kind of annoyed about is the Game Grumps doing like the scare before Christmas or whatever. Oh, the Nightmare Before Christmas shit, where they're playing scary games right before the holidays. I'm like, I get it that you missed like your Halloween thing, but like, why can't you just like do the Christmas one and then just get really good for the Halloween one next year? Like, I get it, you're sad about missing it, but we really don't need it. So yeah. Holy shit. I'm just going through past videos on YouTube. This time I'm getting different topics. The Sleepy Cast, huh? Didn't the Sleepy Cabin end? Am I wrong about that? I'm pretty sure it did. $5 months ago. Alright. Yeah, I still don't know what the Sleepy Cabin is. Podcast hosted by a bunch of clowns, make silly cartoons, music, and voice act. Well, there's a whole bunch of people. They haven't put up in one in a long time. really hope they probably ended it. Oh shit. Holy fuck. Yeah, they only do these Sleepy Cast episodes very fucking sparingly. Damn. Alright, whatever. Looks cool. I'm just looking for more podcasts, so if you guys have any podcast suggestions down below, like literally I live off this shit. Even if you guys have some you guys made your own yourself and you're looking for podcasts to show me, or like just like you're looking for podcasts to listen to, which this is one now. You have to listen to this now that you did this. No, you don't have to. If you don't like it, you can just like, I really don't care. What I'm trying to say is that if you guys have podcasts that you guys host, you could put them in the comments down below. I won't restrict it or anything. I'm looking to, to listen to this shit by other people. So please, 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 please give me it. I need something. So yeah. Is there anything else we can talk about? I don't know how long we've been going for. I actually really don't know how long we've been going for. It won't tell me how long this file's been going on for, so I don't know. No, they are not. This is Corridor. It's just one of their clickbaity thumbnails saying, we're starting a new channel. What? Are you fucking with me? The Corridor has their own podcast. Damn, I didn't know they had their own podcast. I don't know, their thumbnails look really fucking bad. Like, I get it. Like, it's cool with the different colors, with the fucking lines, but you can make one look so much better than that Corridor. Come on, you guys have so many good assets too. I really don't like storyteller kind of animated people on YouTube. Like, I get it, you guys are, you can do whatever you guys want, but I just feel like a lot of them are lazy. There's more better ones than others, but they're also crafting a dying art, I feel, because there's no way you could have infinite stories for this, not even daily, but like weekly YouTube series. I think it just kind of, at a certain point, it just becomes numbing your channel. It's just like, oh, here they go again about how somebody did this stupid thing in the real world, haha, funny. Like, if you're an animator, you can do more. You don't need to animate just life stories. You can try to breach out and try to do other shit. Or you could just contact me and make my Five Nights at Luigi's 2 video. That's a story in itself. This Five Nights at Luigi's thing is like, I made a video a long time ago in Windows Movie Maker when I was just starting out. No fucking way was Five Nights at Luigi's 3 years ago. Are you kidding me? It was only 3 years ago? That feels like... There's no way that was when I was... Oh god, I made a second. Okay, so I made a video called Five Nights at Luigi's and like 2,000 people saw it, which is pretty good. But, like, seriously, that fucking never make another one. I mean, not to get back on it, like, the YouTube hemisphere has become very one-sided, I feel. I was watching the Rooster Teeth podcast, and they get very political very often on most of their shit. And there's no real person that kind of has a different idea on their podcast than what they usually have chalked up. Usually it's like they suggest an idea, they're all like, oh yeah, why isn't everyone doing this idea that we just thought of? Like, they were talking about, like, how come the world isn't voting on everything together? And then you just look at our governments, and we're like, oh, some countries don't even let their people vote on shit. Some people are literally homeless and don't care about what you're saying currently. It's like, it's like they're thinking of just like, why isn't everybody just voting on this? When they're not taking into consideration literally everyone. Which they should be trying to think outside the metaphysical box of Austin, Texas. Which, no offense, I do like your podcast, but it just gets political. So you know what? I think that's gonna end it for this episode of Crunch Time. Well, not Crunch Time. What is it? The Midnight Crunch. Sorry. I'm once again fucking made this on the fly. Thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna be pumping out more of these episodes, hopefully when it's not actually 12 o'clock. But now it's 1:30 and I want to go to bed. Alright. I'm your host, Jelxys. And it is currently 1:30. And I am ready to go to bed. Thank you guys for watching. Remember to check out my Twitch. Probably down below. If not, oh god, twitch.tv/Jelxys. And remember to shoot for the stars. Bye bye.